Hi, how y'all doing today? Today I'm going to discuss briefly how weather affects being an amputee. Affects, pardon me. First of all, it depends on where you live also. For example, if you live in a place like Pittsburgh, there's a lot of hills, you're going to have a tough time regardless as an amputee. You know what I mean? Especially if you're wheelchair bound, if you can't walk long, stuff like that. If you're in that kind of position, your best bet is to get somebody close that's going to support you and motivate you and not talk down to you and hinder your progress. Me, I live in Pennsylvania. I'm not going to get in the city, but it's not too bad as far as the hills and stuff. But the weather's real up and down. Like, we'll get snow sometimes until late April. You know what I mean? Sometimes in the fall as early as mid-September, October. But then 2 days later it'll be 60 degrees. Like, it's really up and down. And for those amputees who been through it, you already know, dealing with snow and ice, that is a serious slipping hazard. It makes it very difficult. Whether you can drive or not doesn't matter. Like, let's say you just want to take out the trash from your door, and where you place your trash can is 10 feet. Within that 10 feet distance, you have a high chance of falling, even with using a cane, and you haven't been using any device to walk. Like, what a lot of people don't understand is you really cannot feel the ground under your prosthetic like you would a normal foot. Like, before I lost my leg, I used to walk for miles. I could slip and catch myself, no problem. You slip with the prosthetic on, you can't feel anything below your knee if you're above knee, or if you're below knee under your residual limb. So you could slip and you won't realize it until you're halfway on the ground. And for me, that's a serious problem because I have a clotting disorder. A serious blood clot can kill me. So, I have to take that with serious concern. And honestly, it goes the same for rain. If it's raining pretty bad, I have to be very careful. I can't walk in long distances in the rain, because the moment, like, let's say, okay, I'm walking outside on the pavement, then I walk inside a building and it's like hardwood floor or some kind of tile. I can't swipe both of my feet till the bottom of my shoe is dry. So one footstep, I can fall and I'm taking a trip to the ER. You have to be really cautious and really aware of how these things can affect you. Like, I've been through the progress where I had non-slip shoes and all that kind of stuff. The reality is there's no way getting around it. Like, it's just something you have to adapt and adjust to. Like, if I know I have to deal with these kind of weather circumstances, I just bring my wheelchair out. I'm not going to risk falling, because the last thing I need is to be in an emergency. I have too much on my plate, too much to lose. And like, if you are in a position where you have to deal with organizations and such, you need to discuss these things with them. Like, they need to make accommodations. Like if there's handicap parking and there's normal parking, that handicap parking needs to be available to you if you cannot walk, or if you're wheelchair bound, as opposed to able-bodied people who are just fucking lazy, excuse my language, who are just lazy. Like, you can't walk half a block up to a door because the handicap is taken. That is a high chance for you to fall, and it's unnecessary. Like, things like that, you have to be really cautious. And the reality is you have to be hands-on, because most people don't really care about you. The reality is life goes on. People are not concerned unless it affects them. So you have to do what you feel is necessary for your best interest at all times, no matter how minor or major the circumstance is. Like, really understand what I'm saying to you. And this applies to anything within the amputee lifestyle, not just dealing with weather, because some people may be somewhat concerned, but the reality is nobody's going to go harder than you go for yourself. Remember that. Doesn't matter, significant other, family member, friend, nobody's going to go harder than you. So you have to keep that in mind. No matter how people may look at you funny, they may try to twist it, they may try to embarrass you, talk about you behind your back, none of it matters. The only thing matters is you focusing on yourself and getting your progress back. Whether how fast or long it takes, it does not matter. All that other stuff is irrelevant. Don't let nobody stop you. Good day, folks. Like, share, subscribe. Email me if you have anything you want me to touch on. amdad87@gmail.com. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.